Elliot, what did you're not talking about me, are you? On here, we have great food by Priscilla Meeks. She's an evangelist. We have this great baking by J.R. Stanley, my beloved son, whom I'm very proud of. He's a physics major. He's just doing well. God is blessing his life. Elliot, who the Lord is still working with, he's going to be okay. I have a feeling it's going to work out. And you know, God has just blessed this family, just kept us going. I just want to thank you for joining us today. So JR does the 3-minute pound cake. Mommy does the chitterlings. Elliot looks disgusting because he doesn't like to eat chitterlings. So he looks at it like he hates it, you know, because he thinks it's slave food, you know, that kind of thing. But don't worry. You can eat it and enjoy it. It's fine for one day. It's not going to kill you. It's all right. It's great. Okay. So we have all of this great food. I know you're going to enjoy it. Well, you can't enjoy it, but you're going to enjoy looking at it. You're going to enjoy looking at it. It's really, it worked. Everything worked out well. Nothing burned. We even have the homemade yeast rolls. A lot of you know that because some of your people, like mine, you know, your grandmother or your grandfather made them for you. In this case, my mother made these great rolls. And from that point on, you know, I went ahead and I, you know, embellished her recipe somewhat. But my mother is the one. She's the most fantastic cook. That's why I had her explain the chitterlings to you today. She did a great job. She always does. She's a magnificent cook. If I owe anything to her at all, besides my life, I have to also give her credit because she taught me how to cook.
Today we are honoring the memory of the late Dr. Martin Luther King. Okay. When we think of Martin Luther King, we think of the eloquence of him, his integrity, and his ability to move along. So Martin Luther King, it's like this cake. This is the waves of the clouds of success for 2014. And in his honor, we have these waves of cloud. Sometimes the dark chocolate represents the bad days that he might have had when he was ministering to and for our people. But when we look at the white, creamy filling on this cake, we say this, that God wipes away all the tears. He drives away all the darkness from and gives us light, and he gives us these white waves of cloud and success. Whenever we see the white creamy layers here, where you see the waves here, they are moving along. They're moving from the darkness to the lighter. So this is how life is, and Martin Luther King made sure that we knew that we had something to do in order to reach our peak. So now we are still going, and we're still doing, and we're still following him because we know that he had a dream. And guess what? A lot of us have a dream. Guess what? We love God, God loves us, and we love you. Thank you for watching. This is Evangelist Priscilla Meeks again in the kitchen. Oh, the table is so pretty. Huh? It's chocolate dark layer fudge and cream cheese pudding.
Now, Elliot, I would like you to be the first one to taste the chitterlings. You ready? Okay, Elliot, why you don't want to eat chitterlings? Eat the chitterling, Elliot, why you don't want to eat the chitterling, Elliot? Okay, so why you don't want to eat the chitterling, You don't like them, Why don't you like chitterlings? Mom. Okay, somebody get the masking tape so we can tape Elliot to the chair, and this way we can force feed him the chitterlings.
Force feed him?
We can force feed him the chitterlings. No? We're not going to do that?
That's right.
All right, Chad, what do you think? You're not gonna eat chitlins either? No. Holla.
When the slaves could not get the ham and the pork chops, we knew we could have the chitterlings. These are chitterlings. And this that I cut up is called the hog maw. And the hog maw, you have to make sure that you cook it nice and tender. Cook it on a nice slow heat. First, you must clean it real good. You're going to scrape it, and then you're going to soak it in some vinegar and water, and then you're going to bring it to a boil. You parboil it, and it said, oh, when it starts to roll, just one time, take the hog maw and the chitterlings off. Well, first of all, you must realize there's a lot of cleaning in this. So we always make sure that we clean. We pull off the fat. The fat carries a lot of trash. So what we do is peel off the fat. And when we get to the hog maw, this is the first thing I cut up, because the hog maw is a very, very large, bulky piece of meat. But this is so important to us because up from slavery, we always had the pigs. The pigs were our favorites. And we had the smoked meat, the ham, we had the bacon coming from it, we had the pork chops coming from it. But the chitterlings we love because that's the last thing that's left. And the slaves were happy to get it. And some of the people that we worked for and worked with, they were so nice and sweet, they want to eat them too. So now we are learning another way to fix them. We use our herbs, our natural herbs, our celery, our green pepper. We use our ginger, yes, shallots, and red onion. So this is what the hog maw looks like after you cut it up. So now this is not the main part of the chitterlings that everybody likes. Everyone seems to like the ones that are sort of like ruffled. So that little piggy, he's more than a nice little pet. He offers us some of the nicest things in the world. Now this becomes a delicacy when you know how to season it. So all we do is just chop it up nice, like this, and like this, and like this, and like this. And when we are ready to serve it, we will find it much more comfortable to eat than to be picking up with long strands of the chitterlings on our fork. So here we have it. Now we're going to take a little bit, going to put a little more on, and then we're going to take a little bit of lettuce. JR is going to give me the lettuce, just a little piece of lettuce. A little piece of celery. So your celery, don't forget, has a florets into it. So it's just like a nice little flower. And we're going to put some of that on the plate with the what they call hog maw. Okay. It has been chopped nicely. So it'll be easy to serve, easy to handle at the table. We put the celery here. The celery is very good. Good for your body. There's no reason why you shouldn't like celery. It's a nice source of fiber. And now we have two nice little dishes coming from the land of plenty. If you notice in the back of this plate, you will see what we have here done. See what we've done. We left one piece to let you see that we have really tried to make this nice and edible in a way that no one is choking, no one is getting too full or too stuffed. But eat these nice little small pieces and you'll enjoy the hog maw as much as the chitterlings. The hog maw is the stomach of the pig, and these are the small intestines and the large intestines of the pig. So now we have decorated. What we would do is probably put a piece of carrot on the side if you don't want to use the celery. But the celery is a very good source of two things, sodium, potassium. It's also it's full of fiber, and that fiber is really good for you in the age rank and now the senior citizens, and even young people should learn to like the celery. Very good. You have shallots, you have red onion, you have green bell pepper in this pot. This is put in, chopped very finely, and put in with the chitterlings after they have been parboiled. When they are parboiled, after they are parboiled, we use a little vinegar, and we just scrape them nice and clean, get all this slick stuff off, make sure they're nice and clean. And when we've done that, then we're ready to use all the things that I named. The shallots, the onions, the red onions, the garlic, ginger, yes, and chopped celery. And another thing that I like to do sometimes is use chopped carrots. And if we don't use the carrots in the cooking of them, all we do is take a little sprig of carrots and put on the plate, and we're getting a little fiber there too. Hope you enjoyed. You didn't get any of that? Ginger, we thank you for listening, and this is Priscilla Meeks signing off. Evangelist Priscilla M. Meeks signing off for this time. Eat healthy, be well, and exercise. I love you, and God loves you, and so do I.